So, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Magic Bringers Rising Chats for January 23rd to the 29th. And join me for this episode where we find out all about these amazing energies of completion and clean slate that we have coming this week. And of course, the energy uptick, and find out all about how that is going to help keep you grounded, keep you moving, and keep you manifesting your beautiful, intuitive, flowing life. Welcome to Magic Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can weave the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want. So, I'm going to try and keep this brief today because I have yet been hit with another round of head cold disgustingness that I am like finally slowly, getting over. But happy year of the water hare. And of course, our love and light blessings for those who went through the lunar year celebrations, shootings, I think it was, but tragedies. But this week will get better. And today, Monday, we do have a nice shift. We have Uranus going direct in Taurus. We have lots of Aquarian energy today. And I think that's really just going to set the tone off for this week. Because we have a lot of other shifts coming that are really going to help move us and kind of shape this week into something, we could actually work with for once so far this year in 2023. Because it seems like we've had like 3 weeks where we're like releasing and detoxing and kind of easing into our awakenings. And I mean, this week has that too a little bit, but at least we have some forward movement because we have Saturn finally going out of its retrograde phase. Not that it was direct, but now we're like post shadow. Um, where's the other one? No, I guess that was it. Oh, and Pluto. Pluto is finally finishing its shadow phase, post shadow phase for retrograde. Um, which leaves us now with like 3 weeks of no retrogrades. No, I'm sorry, 3 months of no retrogrades. So that is amazing. Of no like official retrogrades. Come March, there's going to be a little bit of movement into pre retrograde phases again. So, take that for what it is. Um, so we have all this forward. Things are actually forward. Now, Mars has been doing this funky thing this year where it has been stuck at like 8 degrees of Gemini for almost a month, even though it went from retrograde to direct, and now we're a little bit beyond it's post retrograde stuff. But it still hasn't moved, but it will move finally this week out of that degree that we've just kind of been like holding on to. That's been kind of holding us back. That's been keeping us and keeping everything kind of like on the back burner. We can now move those things forward again, and we're going to have that energy to help move things forward again. And of course, the moon is in its growing phase, so there's lots of energy, a lot more energy coming into our week, into our mental systems, into our passion, and our drive, and our motivation. And of course, we have, all of that retrograde energy kind of clearing up, right? So this is fantastic. And next week, we're heading into a really energetic full moon in Leo. So expect to really feel like you're finally going to like come to life and be able to do things you haven't yet been able to tackle so far this year. Like now 2023 is like really going to start to gain some momentum in your life, and the plans will gain momentum, and you'll feel like maybe finally you're coming around to being like a real person again, in a sense. Oh, as long as we can get over head colds and shit like that. But with all of the shifts that are coming and all of the things that are happening this week, it's still kind of a week where we want to, really focus on how are we completing the phases that we've been in for like the last 5, 6 months, since like I think August. How are we now going to take, the next steps to finish where we were and to ease into the new phase of life, ease into our new plans, ease into, um, I keep wanting to say the next phase, but it's like ease into the graduation that 2020 presented us. And now we've had, that slow kind of build in 2023. And now we're finally reaching that point where, maybe we have the degree in our hand, we have, the thing, or we're about to get it. And, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do with the rest of our lives? What are we going to do to get the next thing started? Whether that's, finding the new better place to live that's, in your budget and in your alignment, or it's finding that perfect um, work situation for you. And without all of this retrograde stuff to distract us, this is the time when Soul is going to come forward and Xander says hello to everybody. Because he's a good boy. He's a sweet boy. He wants to know what's going on. But it's that perfect time to listen to Soul, because Soul is going to become more clear, not because of anything astrologically, but because there's less influence, because there's less stuff just to process floating on, around about in the collective and in the cosmos. We're going to be able to hear it more clearly. And of course, we're like a week away. Yeah, we're like a week away from Imbolc. So Imbolc is a witchy pagan festival for when the light returns. And February in general, February, March, is marked by all of these festivals where um, we are using up the stocks that we had, the inventory that we had, the resources that we had stashed for the winter. So like in Russia, there's Maslenitsa, which is like the butter days, and you're always making blini because you're using up all those butter stocks, and you're using up, any of like the dairy products that you had in the old pastoral societies. Because now you're coming into a new season and you're going to get new stock and things are going to get replenished finally, and you're not just stuck using what you had before. So, now is the time to really do that shift in thinking of how are we coming into this spring, and start maybe laying some deeper plans, or start working on the plans that you have laid. And enjoy that light. Enjoy that light as it comes in. As our days get just a little bit longer each week. I can't wait. And well, I was gonna say, let's hope for no more snowstorms, but if we need the water, we need the water. All right, we're going to shift into light language here, and I just wanted to put that reminder out that the 2023 Energy Astrology Review, the little booklet that I have, is still on sale. It's on sale for one more week for just $7, where you get all of the planetary transits, the big ones like Pluto going into Aquarius and the 2 transits of Jupiter this year and Saturn's big transit. You get the medicine behind that and the meaning behind that. You get the meaning behind the number 7 year and how to work with those energies. And of course, you get the special dates that are happening this year, so you can mark them right on your calendar. And some other special um, minor transits that really cast, some very distinct influence over certain periods in 2023. All of that over 20 pages in this booklet just for $7. Get it. Get it now. Save yourself some time from having to look this stuff up. So it's already on your calendar. You already have a sense of how to use these energies in your planning and for what you want to get done and co create this year. It's that simple. All right, on to light language. So, today's light language is going to be around the themes of completion. So, if there's still anything left, for the next couple days, we do still have this energy of like this great eliminator kind of angle from all that Mars non action to clean up, to put to bed, to say, yes, I'm finally done with this and I can move on to something else. And it's also going to kind of focus on how to make that graduation point and find some clarity or direction, some intuitive juiciness for, what is coming up. What really is this next phase about and how to move into it? So of course this is, I think, going to be more of a light languagey thing. So if I'm speaking something, it might not make sense. Just kind of close your eyes and get centered and take a couple of deep breaths and just feel feel into, what these energy transmissions might mean for you. Thank you for participating in this today. I don't know. That really kind of loosened up a lot of joy. What did that do for you? Let me know in the comments and we can chat more about it. But hopefully as the week goes forward, this head cold will leave now. And we'll be able to really kick super secret powers into a whole other gear. But if this did something for you, if this made sense, if this resonated, if you got something out of the light language portion, please follow, and definitely share this out to anybody who might need it in your circles. And I will see you as the week goes on. If you are in the Magic Bringers Rising free community on Facebook. Otherwise, I will see you next Monday on the Magic Bringers Rising chats. Have a great week.